What up, everybody? I'm Joseph Conrad Ortiz, and welcome to Storytime. If you feel the need so you don't miss nothing, go ahead and subscribe. I don't blame anybody. I quit doing this, and I recently started doing it again and doing stuff on YouTube.
Basically, all I'm doing on YouTube right now is R&R's, rants and raves. But today's story time. And I figured we'll just start with true stories. Well, just makes sense. Tells true stories, anyways. I'll put this bar scenery because I'm gonna drink a beer while I tell y'all a story. Let me get my beer open, and we'll get to the story time. I got the steps. Yep. I can't get my beer open. I'm gonna call 911 and be like, I can't get my fucking beer. I think my shit's stripped. Either that or I got it upside down. Somebody tell me I have it upside down. Please. You know, I think it's just... Got it. Alright, story time with Joseph Conrad Ortiz. Now that's a damn good Corona. Imported probably from Mexico. Ooh, alright, story time. Alright, so this is a true life story, so I don't know how it's gonna go. But here we go. Alright. Story starts when I'm 20 years old. No, wait. Let's go back even further. I was born June 28th, 1979. Father, Julian Conrad Ortiz. Mother, Colleen Ann Petrie. Maiden name Petrie. Now it's Ortiz. Their parents, Dolores, my mom's mom, Dolores Petrie, and JC Petrie. And then on my dad's side is Jake Ortiz and Esther Ortiz. Grandma and grandpa on that side. Anyways, skip a little bit ahead of my birth. Started at 5.5, maybe 6. Alright, so when I was 6 years old, my dad and my Uncle Mike, along with his friend's daughter, Sedina and Albert, were in the car. My dad got in a car accident and passed away when I was 5. And the only surviving victim was Albert, and his sister Sedina also passed with my father and Uncle Mike when I was young. Alright, so that's like the first tragedy in my life when I'm young. My dad dying and my Uncle Mike dying and the kids that were with him. It was my dad's friend, and I don't know what. I think they were gonna go fishing
because I remember my dad asking me, "Hey, you want to go fishing? We're all going fishing." And I begged him, "Nah, I want to stay and play with my cousins." So he's like, "All right, you can stay." So by me staying, I got lucky and didn't get in that car accident. I wasn't there. So that was the first, I don't know, thing I dodged, I guess, as a human being, is not staying home and wanting to play with my little cousins. All right, and then me not having a father and my mom being the only parent. You can guess how my teenage years were. It's probably a little hellion, in and out of the juvenile detention center. Did a stint at St. Anthony's, the boys' home, the Idaho Youth Ranch. I was there for a while. And then I finally got out. 17. I was out, got on probation. I was on probation for a little bit, kept failing UAs. And then they just said, "We're just going to put you in jail for the rest of your time and you're just going to top out." So I did. When I turned 18, I think I did about a month and a half in county, and they just let me out as an adult. And that was like all my juvenile charges were there and my adult charges were clean. So I was out. I was a little thug, thought I was a gangbanger. Started hanging with thugs, packing guns, doing stupid shit. Skip forward. I'm 20 years old. Everyone I know is packing guns. I have my own house at this time, in Nampa, trailer house. I got roommates, all kinds of roommates. My house was kind of like a flop house. So I like bouncing out and taking off. So I would go to Boise a lot, and I got hooked on going to Boise and partying over there. Well, I was at a party in Boise at an apartment complex, and there was a guy from upstairs had just bought a gun, 9mm pistol. Not sure if it was a Glock or a Beretta, but it was a 9. Anyways, he was playing with it. We told him to put that shit away. He was cocking it back, and then we told him to put it away. So he took the clip out, put the clip away. But he had chambered that one bullet already. I don't know if he did this on purpose or just had forgot that he chambered the bullet. So we're there partying. I'm sitting next to the girl I'm dating. We're nameless. I'm not gonna name names. And he sticks the gun to his head and pulls the trigger. Well, that one bullet that was already chambered was there in it, and it fired. It went off. Boom! Went through his head. I'm sitting next to him. I don't think you can see my scars, but then it goes through my head. So it goes through my head, and then into my girlfriend's face, and it lodges in her other side, from this side to her cheek. One bullet killed the first person, which we'll name nameless, I'm not naming names, and hit me, went through my head and into her face. Again, nameless, I'm not gonna name names, but the bullet lodged on her cheek and the doctors chose to leave that. The same thing in my head. There's a piece of fragment, I'm in the middle of the brain, that stayed behind, and the doctors said it caused more damage going in and taking that little fragment out. So on my x-rays, there's a little piece of metal in my head. I don't think it's big enough to set the metal detectors off, but I got a piece of bullet still in my head. And that was I was 20 years old when I got shot in the head. Took me a long time to recover. The doctors told my mom that I was going to be brain dead and they should probably take me off life support. But that never happened, obviously. Doctors don't know fucking shit. Long time recovery. But when I was shot, I was in the hospital. It wasn't a very good chance of me surviving, but I survived. My head was like a pumpkin, swelled up pumpkin. My eyeballs were like golf balls, black and blue. Oh, I'm glad they didn't take no pictures. I mean, that I know of. I'm glad they didn't take no pictures. I wouldn't want anybody to take a picture of me like that. But anyways, I was in a few facilities to recover. Got a plate in my head, so I had to stay in a facility while I had the top of my skull missing. Had a hole about that big where they cut the top out so my brain could swell, and it caused me brain damage while it was swelling. And then I was at Samaritan for a while until they put the plate in my head to where I was able to go home because I have a plate now up there. I still feel you tap on the back of my head where that plate is, and that shit hurts. I feel it. I don't like no one touching the back of my head because it just a little bit of pressure. I could feel that pressure on my head, and I know there's a plate there, but the plates are different from when they used to. They're not metal plates. It's almost like a flap with a button over my head, and they buttoned it shut. It's weird. I can feel it. I feel a little indentation part, and when I push on that part, that's when I feel pressure on my brain. Anyways, this is story time, and this is my story. Skip ahead to now. I didn't really have a lot to do after I was recovered, and I don't know. I did a lot of extensive physical therapy. My my left hand's still a little weak. I can't really move like I could do. I can't do that on this side. I got a little bit of a pinch, and it's not as strong as the right hand. That's from the stroke I had due to the brain swelling and stuff. I had a stroke as well, and it messed up my left side. Left hand, right foot, actually. Kind of weird. But yeah. And that stroke is why I can't walk. Kind of messed up my legs, turned them, and they're stiff. And the tendon, man, you guys feel your leg in the back of your tendon. My tendon is so tight. It feels like a fucking guitar string. Boop, boop, boop. I don't know if I can play my... No, that sounds weird. But yeah. A lot of physical therapy. After a while, I just said, this is me. I don't give a fuck what no one thinks. I was me then, and I'm me now. Just a little different. Anyways, that's my story wrapped up in a quick little segment. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little story, true story of my life. I will be doing another R&R soon, but I want to wait. I'm just going to keep gathering up subjects until I do. And then yeah, I'm gonna do the R&R on YouTube. So subscribe on YouTube, not on Facebook. So just go to YouTube, type in Joseph Conrad Ortiz. My name will pop up with the red mask that I stole from Tom McDonald. And subscribe. That's me. Subscribe. No one has subscribed. I used to have subscribers on my YouTube, but I quit doing it for a while, and I deleted all my videos. I was gonna delete the whole damn YouTube, and then I decided now I'm gonna save that just in case one day I want to come back and start posting back on YouTube as well. So now we're posting from YouTube to Facebook. So it'll be on two platforms. You can go on YouTube, watch it, or you can just watch it on Facebook, whatever. But anyways, yeah, that's R&R. Rants and raves. Anyways, this was my story. Now, I got a lot more story. But this is all the time I have right now for this part of the story. Until next time, on my life story. Peace.